Top of the night, people. Peace and blessings. Salute on this glorious Wednesday, right? Glorious hump day. I'm in a few stock groups on Instagram, right? And on Facebook and stuff like that. So I wanted to just share something to you. I wanted to share something with you, some information that was spoken about. One guy inside the crypto stock group was like, yo, what's going on with China? And another guy responded, this was the first response. They are patiently making us weaker within the influence of our politics and culture. They make almost everything we own. They created a biological weapon that was accidentally released on themselves and everyone else before they wanted to release it and targeted attacks by freezing it. Chinese documents stated this. They are dividing us up amongst ourselves via Black BLM, the media, Hollywood, and sports, whose values are to break down American values and the nuclear family by introducing identity politics and weakening our men by literally turning them into women, trans. You can check the BLM website if you don't believe this. This is what the guy is saying. They wanted to get rid of federalized or privatize the police so they can control them. They want crime to skyrocket so property values go down and the corporations could buy them all up. They are slowly implementing communist ideas and calling it Marxism while inducting our youth into these ideologies as well, within teaching critical race theory, socialist agendas. They are working with our current government to get rid of our guns and keep people unemployed to reset the economy, the Great Reset. If Trump or someone like him does not get back into office and completely clean house of all corrupt individuals, we're going to have a very dark future, right? So that's what one guy said. He's saying that from a more awakened perspective. But now another guy's going to give the politically correct answer. So he says, after expanding rapidly for years and snapping up assets as China's economy boomed, property giant Evergrande is on the brink of collapse under a crushing debt of USD 300 billion. Global investors who bought 527 billion of Chinese stocks and bonds in the 15 months through June have begun to sell. Evergrande's, I might be saying that word wrong, but Evergrande's or Evergrande liabilities involve more than 128 banks, including HSBC and Standard Chartered, plus over 121 non-banking institutions. Evergrande's collapse would be the biggest test that China's financial system has faced in years and would have far-reaching implications outside of China's borders. Its share price plunged nearly 80% so far this year, and trading of its bonds was repeatedly halted by Chinese stock exchanges. Evergrande is everywhere. Its main business is real estate, but also owns a wide range of industries, including electrical vehicles, healthcare services, consumer products, video and television production units, and even theme parks. It has 200,000 employees, but indirectly creates more than 3.8 million jobs every year. Evergrande owns more than 1,300 real estate projects in over 280 cities in China. Evergrande's shares and bonds are included in stock indexes across Asia. Its defaults may... Hold on. Bear with me, y'all, because I'm reading somebody else's writing. Right? So, its defaults may be global. Evergrande shares and bonds are included in stock indexes across Asia. Its defaults, if it defaults, it may lead to a cross default where a broad contagion hits international banks, bond investors, suppliers, and home buyers. Global funds exposed to Evergrande bonds include the world's biggest asset manager, BlackRock, as well as dozens more, such as Fidelity, Goldman Sachs, and PIMCO, PIMCO. Negative sentiment is already spreading to Asia high-yield offshore bonds. Yields have spiked to 13% as prices drop rapidly. Chinese junk bond yields jumped to an 18-month high. Banks in China have started hoarding the yuan as the highest cost in 4 years. That's their money, the yuan, Y-U-A-N. A sign they are preparing for a liquidity squeeze. Evergrande is also the largest high-yield USD bond issuer in China, accounting for 16% of outstanding notes. A collapse of Evergrande will push the default rate on the country's junkyard bond market to 14%. Property is the biggest bubble in China. A collapse of Evergrande is a systematic risk to the whole Chinese economy. Evergrande has a 1.4 million individual properties that it has committed to complete. If it had to dump its inventory on the market, it would drag down property prices substantially. Fire sales would pummel an already shaky real estate market, squeezing other developments and rippling down effect. Negative sentiment is already spreading to hold on, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Let me catch up. Rippling through a supply chain that accounts for 30% of Chinese total economic output. So I say that to say what? My fucking bad, damn. Oh, so another guy says this. They're blaming the Evergrande collapse for taking crypto. It makes no sense. It's the equivalent of the collapse of Lehman Brothers. This could be the red herring they need because the financial markets don't believe Congress will raise the debt ceiling and keep this sham economy going anymore with fake printed money. I say this to say what? Part of my reading, it was a little off because I'm reading somebody else's typing. I read 3 different people typing. So I say this to say what? First they release a biological weapon, because this is biological warfare, right? So they release a biological weapon that's made to hinder us and basically disrupt our living as we know it. Big pharma, vaccinations, things like that, right? Now they're kind of trying to put the icing on the economical war, the financial war, right? They already got us back down with the vaccinations, the needles, this, that. With the collapse of Evergrande, we might can immediately go into cryptocurrency, right? Because the numbers are so inflated with all this money, all this invisible money, 800 billion, 900 trillion, this and that. They don't got that much paper printed up. So a lot of this stuff is assets, a lot of this stuff is properties, land, and things like that, right? Like I told y'all in the past, America's in sovereignty debt to China, right? And sovereignty debt is, China owns a lot of American property. When I no longer can pay you with money, I'll pay you with my property, my chain, my hat, my coat, whatever, my jacket, whatever. So now, China is in a financial situation. Usually when a person's in a financial situation, they want all the people who owe them money to give them their money and pay up. I might be wrong. I ain't a globalist, economist, expert, or none of that. But all I'm saying is not a good look nowhere. Everything is falling. All these corrupt governments, all this crooked shit they've been doing for years is catching up to them. And it's going to be a dark future, man. Trump was trying to pull back from China. Trump was saying, let's do everything in-house. We don't need China. We don't need their products. Let's make sure we employ every single American. Dudes can work in the warehouses making cotton t-shirts. We could do everything in-house, everything. We don't need China for nothing. People want to vote for Biden, who works for China subliminally or some type of way. They used media to manipulate your minds and say, Trump was with Russia. But Russia and China is partners. So how could Trump really be with Russia if Biden them is with China? Like, they communists. Russia and China is communists. It seems like one big global chess game. Oh shit. It's 2 fucking helicopters. Y'all probably can't see these niggas. They might see me though on the blog. Oh, these shits is different. They both all black. They got a red light on the right side and a blue light on the left side. But it's 2 big black helicopters and they moving super slow. And I'm standing in the fucking bright light like a meatball. But I'm trying to make sure I have lighting for y'all when I do this vlog. Hopefully y'all can see them now. That's one helicopter. That's the second helicopter. But you see how slow they moving? Y'all see how slow they moving? They're evaluating something, and those ain't regular NYPD helicopters. Those is kind of like military, all black helicopters, like some black water shit, some black ops, some real high advanced military shit. Them shits is moving slow, and they looking for something. I don't know what they looking for, but I'm in the South Bronx. I'm right here next to the Food Bazaar on 163rd and 3rd Avenue. But yeah, but anyway, it's gonna be a super dark future. Hold on 1 minute. Yo, bro, excuse me, be careful over there, because I know y'all got the newborn baby. The short dude out them 2 dudes right there, he was just shooting heroin right there somewhere. So, you know, that shit might be contaminated. I'm doing a blog, but don't worry about it. I ain't showing y'all. But the short nigga was shooting dope right there on the steps, though. Y'all got the newborn baby. This shit is COVID bananas and all that. Yo, if y'all go by the park right in there, it'd be a little better by Boricua College. See how it's lit up over there? It's benches over there. It's good money right there. All right, have a benevolent night, King. Yeah. So, yeah, the economy is like under harsh conditions. You know, a lot of things is crumbling from the top to the bottom, and you know, it's going to be a spooky future, man. And only the strong survive, and you know, the wise survive and the dumb succumb. You know, it's going to be a lot of different things going on, and y'all people got to stay ready. And I'm gonna tell you this: try to invest in bars of gold and bars of silver. That even applies to me. If you up in money, your bag is up, even if you got 30, 40, 50, 60,000, your bag is up and you get into some chicken. Damn, 2 more helicopters is coming. These shits is Army helicopters, real talk. So yo, if y'all do got some money, little 30, 40, 50,000, invest in some bars of gold, bars of silver dollar coins, gold dollar coins, so that way y'all can indulge in the barter system when the money do collapse and they try to just go all digital. One thing about gold and silver, it's not going to lose its value. You know what I'm saying? Wherever y'all at, if this shit go Mad Max, or it go World War IX, or this shit, whatever how it go down, if it gets super dark, all the warlords, the rulers, the cult leaders, all the secret underworld armies and all that, they gonna want gold. They gonna want weapons. They gonna want food. You know what I'm saying? So these things do not lose value. I'm about to get off this because them helicopters is blowing mine. But yeah, y'all just pay attention to the global economy. You know, do alternative research, you know, through the computers and stuff like that. The TV is promoting too much, you know, too much pollution, too much filter. And you know, I ain't saying don't cross-reference with certain things and don't stay in tune, but too much TV is bad because they psychologically oppressing us with all this vaccination talk and all of this, you know, get vaccinated talk and all that stuff. And COVID every day on the news, every hour, each news go. COVID's getting worse. So the statistics is this: 90% of blacks have this, 30% of whites have this, and all that shit is fucking mind-boggling, scrambling. That's just to confuse you. But anyway, the gods don't mingle with the mortals, kings don't eat with the peasants, and the only time wise men hang around fools is when they educate them or enslave them. Stay up like a cup of olive back on my collar, crack them oxygen, iron, uno.